It is day 7. It is the last day of Booktubeathon. My air conditioner is running right now, so I am sorry for that. But it's day 7. It is day 7. It is July 30th. Oh god, I have so many things to get done in the next 2 days. Oh dear. I can't believe that it's suddenly day 7. I'm not even sure how to process that. I'm like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do? I'm dying. I am dying. I am dying. Right. I'm still in the beginning of The Raven Boys, so I hope to finish that today. And I might read some Avatar comics, because those are super short, to maybe get me to 7 books. That will leave me at 5 books if I finish The Raven Boys today, so that would mean 2 Avatar comics or just 2 something. Gonna try and finish The Raven Boys tonight. I might stay up. I don't know if I want to try and do that. Good morning! Well, good afternoon. It is like 1:15 in the afternoon. Oh, I could have gotten up so much earlier. You know what I've discovered? Sleep is the enemy of reading. I could have gotten up at 8 a.m. and gotten back to reading, but you know what I did instead? I went back to sleep. I went back to sleep. And now I've lost all that time that I could have been reading in when I really needed it. And now here I am, awake at 1 in the afternoon. So, last night I got to about 20% in The Raven Boys. I'm on chapter 8. I don't know how many pages that is. I have no idea. I don't have a clue. But I am 20% in, so I have 80% left. That's a lot. And I still need to read 2 other books. Oh, I'm not sure how I'm gonna manage that. I'm not awake. I need to eat some Lucky Charms. And while I eat Lucky Charms, I don't want to read. I'll probably watch a YouTube video. No, I'm gonna read. I will read while eating my Lucky Charms. It's day 7. It's the last day. I'm dying, is what I am. I am still dying. You haven't been on the vlog at all, and you're my biggest kitty. This is my oldest kitty. He's like 8 years old. Are you 8 years old, Merlin? Are you the big grumpy grandpa of everyone? He is. He hates everyone, except for Marshmallow. He likes to play with Marshmallow. But everyone else he kind of hates. And he has thumbs. Thumbs. It is about 4 p.m. and I'm about 27% into The Raven Boys. Which means I've read about 7%. A few chapters. I'm on chapter like 12. So I've read like a few chapters. It is just after 6. I am almost halfway. I am like 46% into The Raven Boys. I am getting there. I am getting there very slowly. But I will get there. I think I can finish this tonight. I will continue reading. And I will read and read and read and read some more. That's all I have to report. Reading. This filthy Homestuck reference out of here. I know it's not actually a Homestuck reference, but it looks like one, and I can see it. 413. Don't play games with me, Raven Boys. Don't do that. It is about 8 p.m. It is 8 p.m. It is exactly 8 p.m. I am 66% into The Raven Boys. I'm still going. I'm still reading. Let's see, how many hours until midnight there are? I have 4 hours to finish this book and read 2 others. 2 short Avatar comics, maybe. Somehow. Oh god, I don't know how. Hopefully you can't hear the TV in the background, but you probably can. So let's ignore that. Because I don't feel like walking all the way over there just to mute it for like 2 minutes. It is 9:30 and I am almost 75% into book. 75, that's so close. 25% left. See, I thought that was actually a lot better. 25% is still a lot. 2.5 hours to at least finish this book, but that's only 5 books. Then what will I do? I will have only finished 5 books. That's still an amount though, so I might feel accomplished even if I only finish this 5th book and that's it. I might feel at least mostly accomplished. We'll see. We will see at the end of the night. I am enjoying it. It's kind of like a interested enjoyment. You know, I'm interested. And I do like the characters. I'm interested. It is after 11 and I've hit 90%. So I can definitely finish this within an hour, and then I will have finished The Raven Boys and my 5th book. If I have time, maybe I can squeeze in a couple of comics to make that 7-book goal, but I don't know. It's not looking super likely. But that is where we are at 11 p.m. Just a little bit after 11. It's 11:07. I have 53 minutes to read and read and read and read. Well, it is over. It is July 31st, just after midnight. It's 12:02. Booktubeathon has been over for 2 minutes for me. So it's over now. Day 7's over. I did not read 7 books. I finished The Raven Boys, and I'm probably going to give it 4 stars, maybe 4.5, kind of. And then I just barely began The Search Part 1, Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Search Part 1, when, of course, I got distracted doing something else. My dad was messing around with stuff, and he found my old camcorder, and was like, oh, I gotta mess with this now, and anyway, so I didn't get very far into that, unfortunately. But I did read 5 books. Let us do a wrap-up of what I managed to accomplish in the past 7 days in Booktubeathon. So first we read, we finished A Darker Shade of Magic, which I gave 5 stars, which I really enjoyed. It was only the last 20%. I'm still counting it. It was part of Booktubeathon. It got to be a part of Booktubeathon. I sat outside on day 1 and read The Search Part 3, the Avatar: The Last Airbender comic, The Search Part 3. The Girl of Fire and Thorns, which I read in person. I'm not holding it though right now because it's all the way out there in the living room, so I'm not gonna go get it. And that took me several days, so that sort of slowed me down. After that, I read Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, all in one night, pretty much. So there's that. And then I began The Raven Boys, which I finished with 20 minutes to spare this evening. So that's 5 books. A lot of these books had people on the cover. I would count, if you combine Carry On and The Raven Boys, somewhere between those two is a hyped book, I feel like. So I'm saying I did that. I read a book entirely outside, and that one that I read outside I also read completely in one day. Even though it still feels like cheating because it was a comic book, it counts. Okay, we're counting it. It happened. Okay, I read it. I read the whole thing outside. Okay. All these books were about people different from me for the most part. Really, the characters that I'm closest to being actually like were probably the characters in The Raven Boys somehow, just because that was the most real-world-like book that I actually read this week. Everyone else, you know, is pretty different from me, you know. No one has Mickey Mouse sitting on an old 70s Mickey Mouse phone just sitting on a bookcase. I don't even like Mickey Mouse. He's just there. He's just there. I never managed to read a book that I bought just for the cover, and obviously I didn't read 7 books. So that's 2 challenges I did not complete. Thank you so much if you watched even just this video or all of these awful videos. Thankfully, this will be the last daily vlog series that anyone will have to see from me until like November for NaNoWriMo. In between now and then, we will just hopefully have videos with actual quality content. With actual content. That's just with actual content. That'd be impressive enough. So, thank you and good night. Gonna kill the dragon, kill the dragon. A little dragon slayer. Slayer of dragons.